Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures Blog Talk. It all starts with the blog. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/SOP because we're talking about how to get started with small business SOPs. Okay. Last week, we talked about business growth stages, and what you should have learned and what you now know is that there's no getting to much growth and there's absolutely no getting to scale without standardizing what you do in your business. Okay. So when you're ready to open your capacity, when you're ready to build a team, you need standardization. So how do we do that? Well, we need to create and make available processes. That's what and why something is done. You need to you need to create and make available procedures. That's how things are done. You need to create and make available protocols. That's when and any special instructions of how something is done. Okay. So all of these things form a system. Now, you've heard of SOPs, that's standard operating procedures. But why do we need these? Why are people always telling you as a business owner that when you reach a certain point, you need SOPs? That is because they create and improve consistency. They create and improve quality. They create and improve efficiency. Okay. And all of that makes it easier for you to have a team so that you can grow. Okay. So that's why it is so important. So let's get into the four things I'm saying that you need to get started. Okay. The first one is you need to identify the processes that need to be standardized. Okay. And there's an easy way to do that. I know it feels like a never ending task. It feels like somebody just threw an elephant in front of you and told you to eat it within an hour. But it doesn't have to be that way. Okay. And the next thing that you need to know is how to capture those SOPs on the form, like how to create these step by steps and how to document it. So if you need to know how to identify where to start and what processes to do, and you need to know how to create these actual SOP documentations, then go back to part 1 and 2 replay from Tuesday. Okay, from Tuesday. Now, after you develop the SOP, I gave you some visuals on what they should look like, but I also gave you a whole section on how to make it easy with tech. Okay. I gave you a bunch of tech options to make creating, managing, and storing these SOPs easy. I even created a custom chat GPT for you. All you got to do is ask it questions and it will create those SOPs for you. Okay. I did that for you. So, go to the blog, shaycannon.com/SOP and start utilizing that tech. All right. Now, today we're talking about, to round out this series, when to update your SOPs. So say you have them in place. When do you update them? Well, once you create them, they should be used at all times. Okay. The only way to make sure that the standard is upheld is to do things by the standard every time. So once you create the SOPs, they need to be used. Every time that thing is done, the SOP for that thing should be followed. Okay. Now, however, the flow of business will evolve. Your standards will evolve right along with it. Okay. So when a process no longer produces the desired standard, that is when it's time to review it and update it. Okay. So we review and update our processes when they no longer work. Okay. And how do we know they're not working? They're not producing the standard they were meant to produce. Okay. So it's time to review and update them. So you solicit feedback from your team members. You solicit feedback from vendors. You solicit feedback from service providers. You solicit feedback from clients. You solicit feedback from anyone who comes into contact with the standard that needs to be updated. Okay. So you need to consider all of these things because you don't want to have tunnel vision in one point of view when you're not even the only person that touches the standard. And some of us, let's be real. Some of us as business owners don't touch all the standards in our business. So we can't be the one with all the information. All right. So go and get feedback. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to update the standard to achieve the goal of the standard again. Okay. So steps may change, but the goal stays the same. I want you to be married to the goal. Okay. I want you to be married to the standard, not the steps to get to the standard. Those can change. Be okay with changing them. Be okay with updating them. Okay. So, The goal is to guide, to measure the steps by is, again, the standard that you want to be upheld. Not all of the steps. We're not married to steps. We're married to standards. All right. All right, guys, it's time to join the group. Okay. SH, Lord. ShayCannon.info/group. Join me in the group. This group is free. It's for you. If you own a business, if you have not yet made it to your first six figures, create this business just for you. That's all we're ever talking about is things that are going to be transformational to your business growth that will help you get to your first six figures. You should be in this group, okay? ShayCannon.info/group. We're about to start the morning show live, go deeper into updating standards. So join us, okay? I'll see you in the group. ShayCannon.com. No, I'm sorry, ShayCannon.info/group. Good morning, Demetrius. See you on the morning show. Join the group.